Imagine waking up in the year 2050 and realizing that the world map you grew up with looks completely different. Some countries you've always known are simply gone, vanished. This isn't science fiction, it's a very real possibility. From rising sea levels swallowing paradise islands, to wars, poverty, and political collapse reshaping nations. Many experts believe we may lose entire countries within the next few decades. Stay with me as we count down 10 countries that might not exist by 2050, and trust me, number 8 on this list will absolutely shock you. Postcard perfect white beaches, turquoise waters, honeymoon paradise. Sounds eternal, right? Wrong. The Maldives sits only about 1.5 meters above sea level. That means even small rises in ocean levels could erase the entire nation. Scientists warn that by 2050, large parts could be underwater. The Maldivian government is already investing millions to build artificial islands and floating cities. But the question is, can they outrun the ocean? Located in the Pacific, Kiribati is a nation so small and fragile that it has already started buying land in other countries. Yes, you heard that right, in 2014. Kiribati purchased land in Fiji to relocate its citizens when the inevitable flooding happens. Imagine your entire country preparing to pack up and move to a new place. A migration of an entire nation with over 170 million people. Bangladesh is one of the most densely populated countries in the world. But here's the terrifying truth. Rising seas and extreme flooding could displace up to 30 million people in just a few decades. Entire cities might become uninhabitable. If that happens, Bangladesh could face one of the biggest climate refugee crises in history. Tuvalu is another Pacific island nation at risk. It's so flat that the highest point is only about 4.5 meters above sea level. A single storm surge could wipe out entire villages. Tuvalu has already launched a plan to become the world's first digital nation, uploading their cultural heritage, land registries, and even parts of their identity to the cloud, in case their physical land disappears forever. Now let's switch gears from nature to politics. North Korea, the so-called Hermit Kingdom, is one of the most secretive nations on Earth, but experts believe it may not survive as an independent state. Economic collapse, internal uprisings, or reunification with South Korea could erase North Korea from the map entirely. Imagine future generations growing up without ever hearing the words North Korea for decades. Somalia has struggled with internal conflict, terrorism, and the absence of a strong central government. The nation is often described as a failed state. If fragmentation continues, Somalia could break apart into smaller, self-governed territories. Instead of one country, we may see multiple mini-states emerge where Somalia once stood. The Caribbean nation of Haiti has faced wave after wave of challenges. Devastating earthquakes, hurricanes, political turmoil, and poverty. Many experts warn that if these crises continue, Haiti could collapse under pressure, forcing millions to leave. Some even speculate it could eventually merge politically or economically with neighboring countries to survive. Here's the shocker. The Netherlands, one of the richest and most technologically advanced countries in Europe, is also at risk. Why? Because much of it lies below sea level. The Dutch have built some of the most advanced flood defenses in the world, but with accelerating climate change. Rising seas and stronger storms could put unbearable pressure on their system. While it's unlikely the entire nation will vanish, experts worry parts of the Netherlands may not be habitable in the future. Imagine losing entire Dutch cities like Rotterdam or Amsterdam. South Sudan is the youngest country in the world, gaining independence in 2011. But since then, it has faced civil war, economic collapse, and humanitarian crises. The country is fragile, and if instability continues, it could split apart or be absorbed by neighboring nations. A tragic fate for a nation that started with so much hope. Finally, once one of the richest countries in the world due to phosphate mining, Nauru has been left almost bankrupt, with limited natural resources and high health and economic problems. With its land stripped bare and climate change adding pressure, its long-term survival as an independent nation is doubtful. So there you have it too. 10 countries that might disappear by 2050. Some may sink beneath the waves, others may collapse politically, and some may simply merge into new nations. But here's a real question. If countries can vanish, how stable is the world we live in today? Could even powerful nations face similar risks in the far future? Let me know in the comments which country on this list shocked you the most. And do you think the map of the world will look completely different by